The National Highway 29 that connects Dimapur, Kohima and Manipur has been completely cut off by landslides on multiple locations. As per sources, one of the landslides that occurred between Pagala Pahar and Ferima village last night resulted in the death of at least 3 persons. Sources have also stated that several people are missing and efforts are underway to trace them. And a larger chunk of a hill broke off, burying houses and vehicles and destroying business establishments along the road. Sources informed Northeast Live earlier that continuous rains are hampering the search and rescue operations. The other landslide that occurred at Chumukodima district, just near the police check gate, has also cut off the highway. Commuters have been advised against plying on the road. Police and local administrations have informed commuters that the construction of the road is likely to take a while. And in a case of emergency, people have been asked to take the Nagaland-Zadima route, and police departments of Kohima, Dimapur and Chumukodima as well as local organizations have been working round the clock, and all efforts are underway to clear the highway. The impact of the landslides can be clearly seen as people in Kohima thronged the fuel outlets to fill their tanks. The landslides have sparked panic among the people, giving rise to speculations about likely a high in prices of goods in the state capital. In the meantime, Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister T.R. Jeliang has condoled the deaths in the incident. Jeliang further assured that the government will take up all necessary measures to address the frequent debacle on the National Highway 29 stretch. And to know more in this regard, we are being joined by correspondent Sarah Konyak as well as our senior editor Chiven Hubung back in our studio. Well, Chiven, it's a big story coming in from Nagaland. A massive landslide that connects Dimapur, Kohima and Manipur has been completely cut off by landslides on multiple locations. What are your sources saying? Over to you, Chiven.
That's right, Rishma. Now, let me tell you that this is the National Highway 29 stretch that traverses through Dimapur and it goes to Kohima, and from Kohima also it connects, this highway connects Manipur as well as Phek and other districts of the state. Now this is a very vital road because considering that all the economic activities are carried out on this road. Now Rishma, if you remember last year in the month of May also, another incident like this took place just near the Chumukodima police check gate, which was abandoned last year. Now in the incident that happened last year, 3 people were killed as a boulder fell off from the slope and hit 3 vehicles that were plying on the road, resulting in the deaths of 3 people. So incidents of this nature, incidents like this are not new in this area, especially given the soil condition of the road and the weather conditions of the state as well, which experiences heavy monsoon until the month of or the first week of October. Now, Rishma, a very sad news is coming in. A very sad news has come from Kohima. In fact, this incident happened between Kohima and Dimapur, and there have been multiple landslides in several areas. Now, one of the landslides that happened is near the Chumukodima check gate, just nearby the Patkai Christian College area, where the police used to carry out all of their frisking activities, or where they manage or where they main the economic activities that are being carried out in the state. Now, near the Chumukodima check gate, a huge portion of the National Highway 29 has fallen off. Now, on one side of the lane, the other side of the lane has completely broken off and it has fallen into the river. So that area cannot be plied. Now, I was speaking to some of my friends back there in Nagaland, and they have informed me that the road is not pliable at all, because one side of the road has fallen into the river and the other side is intact. But the situation is so risky that the police administration and the locals there have advised the vehicles or the commuters, the travelers especially, not to ply on that road, because the road I have seen visuals that the highway has been cracked. You know, there is a large crack on the highway, on the road, on that stretch, and the road may fall off anytime. So it's a very risky situation. So traveling or commuting on that part of the highway has been stopped for now, and police have also given an information to travelers to take an alternate road, that is the Jatima and the Newland road, but also that road is not very frequented because this National Highway 29 is the most preferred road for transportation. Now, yes, my colleague Sarah is also with us right now from Kohima. Sarah, very unfortunate incident has happened. Now, before we get deeper into this, how is the situation in Kohima? How are people reacting to these landslides, multiple landslides that have occurred within Kohima?
All right, Chipen, we lost our connection with Sarah. We'll try and connect back to her again. Well, Chipen, if we talk of it's a main road connecting the highway, and we also have this reports that there might be cases of the fuel price rises. What do you have to say on that part, or the rise of the essential commodities in the capital?
That's right, Rishma. People have started panic buying, you know, and this is natural because in places like Nagaland, which is very hilly, and if the national highways or if the roads are cut off by landslides, this is naturally like people just get, they react to this kind of phenomena. So people have started, in fact, they have started thronging the fuel stations, they have started thronging the groceries. That's what we have been informed by our sources from Kohima. And right now, as we speak, at this point in time, hundreds and hundreds of people have assembled, they have thronged the petrol stations, the fuel stations, trying to fill their tanks to the maximum, you know. So this is the condition happening in Kohima. And yes, Rishma, this is the main road that is being used for economic activities. So, you know, transporting goods and services, or transporting goods and all the essential items from Dimapur to Kohima, this is going to be very challenging, I can tell you, because, you know, I was speaking to my friends before, just some time ago, and they have informed me that while speaking to the village authorities there at the areas where the landslides have struck, now these authorities have informed them that restoration of this landslide is going to take days, perhaps weeks, or even a month. So considering the gravity of the situation or the magnitude.
All right, Chipen, we have reconnected our correspondent Sarah Konyak on the broadcast over the phone line. Over to you, Chipen and Sarah.
Yes, Sarah, welcome to the broadcast. Now, Sarah, what is happening in Kohima? Panic buying, we have heard. Now, Sarah, what can you see around you? What is the mood, or what is the situation in Kohima, Sarah?
Well, Chipen, it's been almost 40 minutes since I moved up from my home to be on these bulletins for our life. However, the traffic congestion is so heavy because of the panic buying, especially in the petrol pumps. We have also seen that police personnel have been deployed in the petrol pumps to control the rush. There is a lot of panic buying, especially on the essential commodities, the fuel, and also the other essential commodities. Traffic police as well as police personnel have been deployed in the petrol pumps to control the rush of people stocking up their fuel. People are also coming holding jar cans to take extra fuel, but however, this is not being allowed by the police personnel. Buying of fuel in jar cans is not being allowed by the police personnel. There is a heavy congestion, traffic congestion in the entire capital of Kohima. This is what we can see. And also, Chipen, where we see just a while back, where we see another report that another body, a male body, has been retrieved from the landslide area. So the total tally of deaths that have occurred because of the landslide it's now at 4.
That's right, Sarah. Yes, that's right, Sarah. Now, Sarah, while I was speaking to my sources back there in Nagaland, I was informed that 5 bodies have been recovered so far, and in the morning there were only 3. And now you have said that 1 more body has been recovered, and what I have heard from my sources is that 5 have been recovered.
The information that we have is only of 4 the SDRS team, along with the Dimapur police and Dimapur police, the Metapima police, as well as the Chimuki Dima police are are putting all efforts on their search operation. But as of now, from my end, the confirmation that I received is that only 4 bodies have been retrieved so far.
That's right, Sarah. And Sarah, how about other districts like Pek? And even in Pek district, there are subdivisions like Meluri and Futero. And also this very highway, National Highway 29, it connects Manipur as well. What do you have for us, Sarah, especially from those parts of the...
Well, definitely the landslide that has occurred in the National Highway 29 is definitely going to have a very huge impact for not just for the citizens of Kohima but other districts as well, and also to the state of Manipur, as this is one lifeline which connects to Manipur, and only people traveling to Manipur to Maugate take this particular route. So definitely this is going to have a huge impact on the state of Manipur, apart from the other districts in Nagaland as well. So till the clearance of this road, as we see the magnitude, the gravity of the landslide that has occurred last night, this is definitely going to consume a lot of time and for the road clearance, for the repair, as one portion of the road has also been washed away. And if the insistent heavy downpour continues in the days to come also, then this is also going to be one factor that will disturb the clearance of the landslide in those regions.
That's right, Sarah. Well, Sarah, now when I was speaking to my sources back there, they informed me that the rainfall has subsided a bit, and the authorities, the relief and the rescue teams are hopeful that they will be able to successfully, carry out the relief, the search and relief or the rescue operations. So let's just hope for that. And also in the meantime, yes, Sarah, this restoration of this highway, National 29, National Highway 29, I beg your pardon. This is going to take some time. That's what I was informed, because the NHIDCL authority, they have informed their workers to begin from the base again, to start from the scratch once again. If you have seen the visuals, Sarah, one side of the National Highway 29 just near the Chumukirima check gate has been washed away completely by the landslide, or due to the incessant rainfall that happened last night. So the NHIDCL has informed their workers to fill up those areas with huge boulders, and rocks, and start from the base once again. So Sarah, if that is the situation, this restoration work is going to take some time. I am predicting not just days but weeks, perhaps even months. So this is going to take some time. It's going to it's going to inflict a lot of loss. It's going to inflict a lot of disadvantages on the citizens, on the people of Kohima as well as the other districts, but also including Manipur. So this is going to take some time, Sarah. And yes, Sarah, so how about T.R. Ziliang, Minister T.R. Ziliang, Deputy Chief Minister? In fact, he has tweeted that the government has deployed all their machineries and they are working on war footing to address this issue as soon as possible. So even T.R. Ziliang, in fact, he has also condoled the death of people that, because of this landslide, Sarah.
Well, yes, the restoration of the landslide that occurred last night is definitely going to take a lot of time to completely restore the 2 areas where the landslide has occurred. In fact, Chipen, let me remind you that the landslide that occurred at Zugza, the National Highway 29 under Zugza, it took the department and also the concerned authorities at least 3 weeks, and it was just yesterday that a single line traffic was opened yesterday. So even the restoration of Zugza landslide, it took nearly 3 weeks. So if we look at the gravity of the landslide that had occurred yesterday, then this is definitely going to take a lot, even more than 3 weeks. The government and the concerned authorities will have to put on all their efforts and work on a war footing time to bring normalcy to the state in this particular stretch. Although there are 2 alternative routes to come to Kohima. One is from the Newland Zadima to Kohima, and the other route is from Peren to Jalake and then to Kohima. However, this will consume a lot of time, and those roads, there are reports that there are some small landslides that have occurred on those stretches as well. So definitely, yes, this is going to affect the normal life of the people, particularly the state capital Kohima, as well as our neighboring state Manipur. significant.
That's right. So there you are, Reshma. You have heard the possible impacts that these landslides will have on the state of Nagaland and Manipur as well. So this restoration work is most probably going to take longer than weeks, perhaps a month. So it's going to affect the state of Nagaland as well as Manipur. Now, Reshma, just to remind our viewers once again that travelers or commuters have been asked to take the Jatima Newland Road, and the other road is the Parentsileke Road. But both of these roads are, both of these roads have their challenges. Commuters can still face possible challenges because of the terrain areas and the the weather conditions of Nagaland, given the fact that Nagaland receives heavy rainfall until the first week of October. So we cannot predict as far as the safety is concerned, even if commuters resort or even if the commuters begin commuting in these two other alternate roads, we cannot guarantee the safety. However, people are hopeful that the national highways developments, the NHIDCL, they will kick off the work as soon as possible and try to restore these highways as soon as possible for the people of the state, and not just the state but for Manipur as well. So Reshma, for now the latest update is that 4 people have already been confirmed dead. Some are still feared missing, and search and rescue operations, as I have been told, have resumed as now the weather has improved a little bit. So the restoration work is going to take some time, and it's going to inflict heavy loss on the state economy as well. Reshma, over to you.